Holly McKhann coming to you with the latest in the Dana Point Harbor Revitalization Project. Dana Point Harbor Partners, known as DPHP LLC, a collaboration created to both operate and redevelop Dana Point Harbor in a P3 partnership with County of Orange, is made up of 3 best-in-class real estate development firms. Burnham Ward Properties is responsible for stewarding the harbor's commercial core activities, featuring the retail, restaurants, landside buildings, events, and parkscape areas. Bellwether Financial Group guides the marina operations, including the boat slips, boater facilities, dry boat storage, day boat parking, guest slips, and launch ramp areas. R.D. Olson Development leads the hotel, redevelopment, and hospitality components of the harbor and currently operates the Dana Point Marina Inn. The revitalization is privately financed by DPHP and well underway. The marina commenced construction in August 2022, and the land side broke ground in early 2024. I had the chance to visit the Dana Point Harbor Community Room in person for the latest updates. Holly McKhann here with Katie Sorensen, the Director of Marketing for Dana Point Harbor, and I'm really excited to bring you guys the latest update on what's happening with the Dana Point Harbor Revitalization here in 2025. We're in spring of 2025, and I wanted to bring you guys the latest update and see all the beautiful renderings and everything. So Katie, tell us what's going on.
Beautiful. So taking a look at our current construction phasing map, green is all of our landside phasing, blue is our marina, new docks and slips, and orange represents the hotel footprint. In the green, we have phase 1 and 2 on track to open later this summer. That includes the brand new parking structure with the 984 stalls, as well as the brand new entrance to the harbor that will now be 4 lanes. So very excited for that. A large piece of that construction work also included redeveloping all of the underground utility infrastructure. Once that concludes, we'll be able to kick off phase 3, which we're looking at August potentially to start that. We're working with some of our tenants on relocations to move them over to the wharf. So very excited to keep some of our village tenants open and operating and move them into some new spaces to bring the wharf to 100% occupancy for summer 2025. Once phase 3 wraps up, we will move into phase 4 construction, and then phase 5 is the final piece on the land side. Taking a look at the marina, the new docks and slips, this piece of the project started in August of 2022. They actually wrapped up phase 8 here, and that reopened for occupancy this April. We're now in the second half of phase 7 and on track for the entire West Basin new docks and slips to be open and occupied this July. Taking a look at the hotel footprint, so the current kind of temporary entrance to the harbor brings us through Casitas Place. And then the new hotels will extend all the way down to Island Way at the bridge. There will be an upscale lifestyle hotel and then a more affordable lifestyle property as well. Really bringing a lot of access to the boardwalk, updated amenities, flexible event space, rooftop dining, pools, and then access to the boardwalk and access to a public dock as well.
Who doesn't love rooftop dining, am I right? Very cool.
From a timeline standpoint, we are still really forging forward, trying to hit that 2028 goal deadline, and working really closely with the County of Orange and the city on all pieces to keep everything moving ahead. So this represents the hotel rendering. So the Dana House, again, envisioned to be more of a sister property to the Lido House in Newport Beach, being developed by R.D. Olson. And then this shows kind of the hotel footprint side by side, that public dock that we mentioned that people can kind of walk out, take a look at the beautiful boats. And also we'll have opportunities for small kayaks and smaller vessels to kind of dock and hang out. Everything brought forward. We'll also have some public art along that forefront and moved our parking underneath the hotel rather than having the parking facing the water. Bringing everything forward with those ocean views.
And this is the upscale hotel right here?
Correct.
Yep. And then this, what do they call this one?
So Dana House and Surf Lodge are the working names.
Okay, and this one's the more affordable one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be 2 different price points.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Show us what else you got.
All right. Over here, we've got really the footprint for the new boardwalk, retail and restaurants, expanding that kind of walker, biker, casual strolling lane. We're very dog friendly here in the harbor, so excited to expand that footprint. This was intended to kind of mirror Boardwalk, so it'll have a kind of fun rustic feel there as well. Secondary access, obviously, for everyone who's shopping, dining, and enjoying, as well as second floor connectivity, and then some parkscapes again, really bringing everything closer to the water. We've got our expanded entrances. Right now, you can really only kind of get down to the boardwalk in one area. Here we have pedestrian entries in multiple levels up to the second floor. We've got an observation deck as well. And any public customers, guests, and locals will be able to access both the parking structure. Will also be valet in the finished product, and then surface parking as well across the way.
Nice. I love that we're going to 2 levels from 1 level. That's going to be really cool. A lot more opportunity.
Taking a look at this rendering, one of the really critical components of the project is bringing in more public art. We have talked with the city about, being a part of a walking art tour as well, be it sculptures, murals, and just a lot of touches throughout the entire project across commercial core and the hotels as well. This area is the current footprint of Don Hanson Plaza, or the wharf area by John's Fish Market, Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, and that area. So this is kind of the contemplated public art for that courtyard.
So question, is that a possibility sculpture fountain, or is that like locked in? Because I love that. That's so cool where it looks like the whales popping out.
Yeah, it is. We've gotten a lot of great feedback on that. There's a lot of potential art. This is a later part of the project, so an artist has not been selected for that specific piece yet.
That's
but
gorgeous,
we are
I love it.
in the part where we're selecting artists for kind of what will be in the phase 3 construction.
That's so cool how he's just coming out of the water. Yeah. So pretty.
Yeah. The goal was really to create, obviously, expanded footprints for outdoor dining and spaces for people to enjoy, but continuing to expand that public access. So a lot of areas that aren't necessarily reserved for dining that you can just come down and enjoy and experience anytime.
Love it.
The boathouse here will be a public market food hall style, smaller vendors, a lot of variety, more options, different price points, and potentially a bar as well incorporated, with flexible outdoor seating in front, so you can kind of grab your items and then go sit and enjoy the views. On the wharf here, we're looking back towards the main boardwalk, but also contemplated new parkscape, where is currently only one row of parking facing the water. And again, you can kind of see another public dock here where people can be able to bring smaller vessels and kind of dock and dine and enjoy the full experience.
Dock and dine, that's so fun. Well, and I love how you guys are doing more parkscape that's closer to the water, because right now the park is on the street, right?
Yeah,
so that's a big change, right?
Yeah. Bringing everything kind of forward and contemplating where to maximize parking so the most people can enjoy the product, but also understanding best use of space.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for the whole rundown. That's super insightful. I'm just curious if you know, what is the total estimated budget or cost of the project?
So the last thing that we've printed was around 600 million. I do know, obviously, inflation, construction costs, and all of that, it does keep going upwards as we kind of approach each phase.
Wow. Well, needless to say, it is a ton of money, and it's going to produce wonderful, beautiful buildings, outdoor spaces. It's going to be so exciting. And thank you so much again, Katie. And make sure you subscribe for more great local content on what's happening here in South Orange County.